started. I guess it... Oh, there we go. Position is slightly different. Getting a few things cleared. Yeah, take them to... Sorry, I'm trying to get the highlights downloaded. Sorry, just trying to figure out... There we are. I was like, I know I can download. Where's my live center? Okay, let's see if I can get a few of those downloaded as I go. Hello, darlings. How do you do? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my paper towels. Be right back. Okay, a little bit more. Head on. Hello, everybody. And, like, wave rate. Oh, my goodness gracious. I cannot ever seem to get the balance quite right. Let's see if that works. And slightly less intense. A little bit better, but yeah, it is what it is. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm currently trying to download a couple things, get some stuff handled. Hello, welcome. I'm a conversationalist on a lot of levels, so I also decided to grab myself a little bit of something to eat. I'm gonna have to let that cool down just a little bit more. It's one of those super spicy ramens, but it's also super hot right now. These are going to take forever to download. Okay, no. I'm going to put that there out of the way so I'm not constantly looking at it. Hello, darling. I'm sorry, I just remember. One of these days I will sit down with everything I need all at once. There we go. How do you do? How do you do? Oh, let me see. Multi-stream. Is there... I wish there was a way to... Hey! I wish there was a way to pull out some of those multi-streams sometimes, just so I could pop stuff up around my... That is just... That cannot be that bright. Like... Jesus. I'm not that pale! Now it'll be too dark? Oh, okay, a bit of diffuse light is okay, but apparently just not head on. Hello, darling. How do you do today? Shuffling cards. And I'll let you. Jazzy yolk. Ooh. As in, like, some sort of a spicy egg? Hello, darlings. How do you do? Waiting for my ramen to cool down, so I'm shuffling my cards. And yes, I do read tarot cards. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask, by all means. I'm going to sometimes switch between the two chat windows. I hope everybody's doing good this evening. Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Chariot, Page of Wands, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. Hello, darlings. Hello. Bringing in new, setting it up, finding new inspirations, worry, heartbreak, overwhelm. Yeah, no shit. You know how to do this, but you're gonna be emo while it goes at it, and you may need some help coming in. Hello, everybody. How are we doing this evening? Hello. Welcome. How do you do? Pardon the very creaky loudness. I'm looking at my screen here. I know that you're here. It's gonna take me a little moment to retrain because I've been live streaming elsewhere. And when I live stream elsewhere, it's literally right in front of me, so yeah. Oh no, kind of reading kind of what the overall vibe is going on around me, but like not trying to read myself particularly directly. And it's like, oh yeah, this telling me everything I already know. So yeah, no, I try not to read myself directly very often because these cards will hurt your feelings. They will read for filth. So how are we doing this evening? What are you up to? Well, sometimes I read my own, but, okay, so I'm not a clairvoyant, I'm an intuitive reader. Clairvoyants can, you know, like, sometimes see future, or it's a very different way that their gift works versus what mine does. I'm intuitive, but when I already know all the things, I sometimes doubt, because I'm just like, did I put a little too much bias on that for myself? Like, is that the imposter syndrome talking, or am I delulu about certain things? So yeah, it's just like, I try not to read myself too often, because I also don't want to be like, yeah! Oh! Shit. Yay! Hello! Hi, Jazzy Yoke. Yeah, thank you so much, by the way, for doing that. I know that is not just an easy thing to go ahead and just do, but thank you very much for doing so. Hello to my new viewers. Hello to my viewers who are from another platform. How do you do? Honestly, I think it's been a long while since I've actually, read myself. Oh, meal. Sorry, I tend to use the shortened form of people's handles, so I will try and remember to use names. Ooh. Sorry. The one that decided to pop out and hop off was the... Can I do an up close? Does it? There we go. The Magician. There are times it really does feel like I'm pulling a rabbit out of a fucking hat. Hello, darlings. How do you do? Make a little bit of food in me. Oh my god, I fucked up. I inhaled. Oh god, no. Sorry. Hey, how you doing, darling? So I've got the Bulldog ramen. It's the double spice. And I add a little bit of dried squid and a touch of green onion. Oh, and like a pinch of cheese. Hello, Ox. How you doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna point this at my hands again. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We had a little bit of a sound issue last time. Hey, Emerald Hook. How you doing, my dear? It has been ages. The fuck? So this belongs to... Oh, this is going to be a fun one. So this belongs to a different deck. And while I may have mixed the same... Like, the two decks in a same area, I didn't mix them. Two of Wands. Wielder of Fire does not chant eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ha 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 ha! Hesitating over a decision. Well, I mean, because if I fuck up, like, shit really hits the fan. Like, it's already fucking tough enough as it is. Ah, heck yeah. Yeah, this is probably where I am going to most often be. And, yeah, so like for all of the hangouts and the whatnot that I tend to do so we can just like chill and vibe, it's probably going to be here that we're going to be doing that. Move that all the way over there. Oh, hey! Sorry, I'm checking the multi-stream every now and again. If you wish to subscribe, do feel free. At the very least, make sure that you are following. Hit the little notification bell so that you will know when I am on. They take a little bit less over here. So also if you are gifting over here, they take a little bit less than the clock app does. If that will help bring a little balance to the force, as it were. Hey, how you doing, Noelle? Oh, okay. That goes right side. That goes upside. Don't ask, it's an intuition thing. New journey, new money, no regrets. Oh, fuck you. I'm sorry. So this is the Three of Wands. This is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the Five of Cups in reverse. And the very basics of it are basically, you know, you've got a new journey, so you need to kind of like decide how you're going to go about it, what your provisions are going to be. You've got, you know, new opportunities for financial gain, which makes sense because I'm finally over here and I'm going to be building an audience here, so that makes sense why this is coming up. And then this is the Five of Cups, and I swear to God, the only thing I hear in my head is no regrets. I'm like, oh my fucking God, seriously, you're not my steampunk deck, but I enjoy the enthusiasm. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a day, but you know what? It's honestly, it's not that bad. So, yeah. So far, I'm hanging in there. I got some stuff actually figured out and planned out and whatnot, and I just, you know, I gotta survive. I gotta make it through, as it were. And the only reason I don't like bridge the cards on the regular is my hands are small. Like trying to form a salient bridge without playing 52 frickin' pickup with these things? Yeah. Fine. Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, my own fucking perception is messing with me. Your point? While I'm trying to build something new, it feels like I keep hitting an ill turn of the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if I can pull this a little bit more to shadow. I don't think that helps much. Because I'm trying to build something that's stable and long term. And it feels like this person is always coming towards me, but has not shown up yet. Like, I'm staying still. I don't see why he's taking so many damn detours. Sorry, that's the Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. This is the High Priestess. Yeah, you don't say. I'm a little out of sorts and not quite feeling myself. My sexy succubus self. Yeah, no shit. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Feels like an upside down path that I'm treading on. It looks like it to everybody else too. And then to everybody else, it looks like I'm breaking down a lot of preconceived, hopefully going in a new direction, but also feeling a little bit ruleless and rudderless. Eight of Cups, I'm worried about not having the success and the opportunities that I so fucking desperately need right now. Ow. There's my feelings. Two of Pentacles, because I'm fucking juggling. I'm gonna keep juggling. Juggling is a good thing, I guess, but oh my fucking god. Anybody have any questions? By all means. So this is a Celtic cross. This is what a 10-card Celtic cross looks like. Spread out. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, thank you so much for the new follow. Thank you. I'm a sound activated kind of girly. Woo. Whew. Oh, so hot. Sorry, I do tend to move these around a lot. How are we doing, my darlings? Woo! Damn, that was hot. I love that though. Oh, that's good spicy. So, the double hot or double spicy bulldog ramen. I had a little bit of some dried squid and green onion and just a pinch of cheese. Flavor profile is definitely on point. So, what shall we talk about, my darlings? Because you know me, I'm a conversationalist. Hello, my darlings. How do we do? Oh my god, so hot. Woo! Double spicy ramen. Really? Oh, yes. Oh, dried squid is fantastic. Hello, hello. Hi, I'm sorry if it takes me a little while. I'm having to flip between two different things. I'm on a multi-stream right now. So, hello. I'm so sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. Welcome to our new people. I am Sanguine Threads, aka In a Bathory. I'm a conversationalist, amongst so many other things. I had quite a bit of following over on TikTok. I am migrating a lot of stuff over here, though, because TikTok is being TikTok. But yeah, no, dried squid is absolutely a thing. And if you go to places like H Mart or like Asian markets and whatnot, they will carry it in spades, absolute spades. I went to the side dish area and basically grabbed stir fried squid that was dried and spicy squid, and I threw the stir fried one in there, and it adds like that kind of oceanic flavor in such a good way. But yeah. Thank you so much for the new follows, Cerebellas. If I ever get a new, what do we call it? I'm currently on an 8-year-old laptop, so if I ever get a new like desktop computer, I might look into that. I do not often play with viewers, though, because I know that I am a little bit of a... I'm usually pretty decent, but, like, there are moments that I am just a little too competitive for my own good. And, like, I don't ever need to, like, subject that to somebody else, you know. Ooh, that's a big bite. Plus, Overwatch is where I tend to get very, I like to get very altered first, and then play the game. So, it's my zen. Which means there's not a lot of thoughts going on in my head, so, you know. Mm. Oh god, squid's so good. Whew. So how's everybody? I've actually got my I've got my cards out currently, my tarot cards. Honestly, I think my cards are being incredibly polite right about now, because I only pulled... Oh, no, I did pull. I pulled 4 major. For some reason, it felt like less. It doesn't feel like... Oh my god. It's telling me things, but it's not... It's not giving me any information I didn't already mostly have. Oh my goodness. Woo. Do you want to watch me, or do you want to watch the cards? Because we can do either way. Oh, I love a good spicy ramen. Just clears everything in such a fantastic manner. Sorry, fucking hot. I like Bulldog. Same thing with, what is it, Shin-chan? I think it's another one of those black label ones, but yeah. Oh, I completely forgot I set that up there. Yay! So yes, that is a link to my coffee page. So if you are interested in artwork, getting commissions, that kind of stuff, by all means, feel free to visit. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, no, it's taking me. I'm practically taking a refresher course on all of this, so you're good. You're so good. It takes a little. Getting used to, because yeah, it's definitely a different metric. So for the most part, when I stream and game, I will stream from my phone. I will game on my actual laptop because it can only handle one thing at a time. And I tend to do Overwatch 2. They just came out with a new season. It literally just started today. They also came out with a new hero, support hero Juno, who is this little cute space astronaut girl. She is so darling. And I tend to play on Total Mayhem. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm running it through my computer, so yeah, the camera way better compared to, you know, my camera phone. Yeah, like they literally just started. I have not been able to like. So I might do like a practice run with her just to get used to some of her controls. But yeah, like as a support class, it seems like they gave her a lot of ways to like speed up movement, speed up recoveries and whatnot. So that's going to be an interesting. What's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be a very interesting game metric, because with that, so like with Kiriko can like dispel negative debuff effects. With Lucio, he's got that area of effect, and he can ride the walls, which makes him so hard at times to just fucking corral. Mercy is like, she has a leash. That wand. So like, she can be airborne, she can do a lot of things, she's got that glide. And she's got the either heal or amp. And she can only do it one person at a time, but hey, you know, when you have similar metrics, you have to be careful about how they overlap. Baptiste is self-regen, and then the don't die circle. Moira's got that wonderful flash step, and she's much more of an aggro healer, if anything. I should know, that's my main support. Oh, there is Brigitte, who's like, she's like a defensive, offensive healer, but again, it's that area of effect, only happens when she's actually hitting things. Other than that, she can give you like little band-aid packs. So yeah, it's like, can Juno continually fly, or is she like Pharah, where she can go up for a while but then she has to like come down? Oh, she's like Lucio and Ash. Ooh. Oh, I like the sound of that. Like Lucio and Ash. Okay. Oh, I guess I could pop over to here. Oh, okay. Okay, so she has a cooldown on how long she can be airborne. Interesting. I need to like go and watch like her story and all that other kind of good stuff that they've got. But yeah, good to know. Okay, I finally have a screen that I can see that has everybody comment on it, so I will try and like actually read off names when I'm answering back to somebody, so that way people know who I'm answering to. Farah is one of the most difficult characters for me to play, especially at regular speed. Like, she's hard to play in mayhem mode. She is so much harder to play on normal speed. I'm not great at aiming. I'm just not. If you've ever seen who I play, I rely on geometry. Oh my goodness, pardon. Woo! I rely on game physics, such as geometry, bank shots and the like. And that's why I end up playing Moira, because she's got the gold and the purple spheres that you can bank shot off of stuff. And then Junkrat, because again, I can lob over. There's a lot of like just quick math involved. Absolutely adore playing both of those characters, though. They're like my comfort characters. I can play damn near anybody, but they're my comfort character. Although, oh my god, me personally, I cannot play Widow to save my life. I don't know if I overcorrect too much when it comes to aiming, or if it's just like the hyper focus. Like, you have to be so concentrated, and I don't think I have a sniper mentality. Just saying. So what are we up to? This thing keeps turning itself off. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to go in studio wise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into studio. Sorry, I was looking at something that keeps popping up on my phone and demanding my attention. So, what should we make this channel about? Since it's it's going to be a little bit different, hopefully. Yes, you're probably going to see Sanguine threads and in a battery in different capacities here. It is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for everybody involved. But I think I'm going to retain like that kind of the chat and chill. I'm trying to think of like good activities that what's the word? Good activities that like, play to my strengths, as it were. Hello. Welcome. How do you do, darlings? I'm just shuffling some tarot cards, so... I don't bridge my cards because I don't feel like picking up 70 some odd cards off the floor. Would anybody like a read? Try that again. Cups, cups, cups. Goodness. What the fuck? Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I did a, I was, okay, so the cup of regret and anxiety, looking for new opportunities, building towards the future, being disillusioned by the rosy glasses that I was wearing, worried that the things that I'm working on will not pay dividends, even though I've put a lot of work and time and effort into it. I see it as being the Page of Wands and making my art and doing my thing and aiming towards it being my career path. Other people see it as the High Priestess, as me learning and becoming this almost mythical entity, which is, again, slightly wild to me, but then again, I have imposter syndrome issues. Hopes and fears, learning to get a handle on things and actually setting them into motion. And then Temperance reverse is, don't be bold, don't be reckless, but don't be afraid to be bold. I don't know why I envision a bull when I say that. Because it doesn't need to be strength. It needs to be strong, but it does not need to be strength that I portray. Yeah. Ah! Okay. Let us do a 5-card pull. Hello, darlings. Doing a little bit of tarot card reading. Trying to figure out how to, like, link tree stuff and get all of my salient bits and pieces put where it needs to be. Sorry, sometimes I change up the way I shuffle just to make sure that it is random. Huh. Three of Wands. Going on a journey, choosing a new trip, choosing a new path, and then having to decide between those paths. Although it feels like part of you still clings to the road less traveled. You always wonder what happened. Like, well, what if I had taken that last fork? What if I had done this instead of that? What if I had been there instead of here? Which, it's gonna sound odd to people who don't know, like, anything about tarot, but you like being the fool. You like being the person going on the new journey. You like being the person who's starting the new endeavor. It feels like you get quickly bored with things that are just easy, straightforward. Things that don't have like a lot of bite. Like you like working. You like putting effort in because you like making the details pop and come to life. And that can be great and all, but you don't want to play the fool too often, because then people think that that is all that you are. The patsy. The easy mark. Which might be part of why the Three of Swords has shown up. The Three of Swords is heartache. It's something that you've worked on. It's something that This isn't even like the most recent thing. It's literally the sum of it. It's the sum total of all the different types of heartaches and stuff that you've gone through. And like, it feels like you're almost in that area right now, and you're like, how did I get here yet again? I mean, you know how you got there, but for some reason you thought that there was going to be a different outcome, which there's nothing wrong with that. We should always hope for the best outcome, but, you know, the best doesn't always, doesn't always happen that way. Kind of has you down in the dumps. Because, yeah, you're like, you know, this was a journey that I was supposed to go on, but it feels like it's crumbled to shit. And it's like, well, yeah, because you got in the wrong car. You got in the wrong car, you started driving the wrong direction, and you didn't notice for, like, the first couple hours. So, yeah, now you gotta dig yourself out. The Five of Wands is getting ready to fight. Being prepared. You don't have to have your head on a swivel, but you do need to have your eyes open. I like how many foxes they put in there. It's very sly. You have to be sly. You have to be cunning. This is not a game of confrontation that you can win by showing up with the biggest stick. You need to have some cunning in how you approach all of this. It's not, you can't bludgeon it. You cannot bludgeon it. You actually have to kind of work through it. But don't overindulge in the negative. Do not overindulge in the negative. But yeah, like I'm saying, like, I know you're paying your dues, but also don't, like, indulge so deeply into the negative mindset that you can never get yourself back out of it. If you are just in the negative mindset, this becomes all-consuming. There we go. So yeah, the devil. I mean, It's not the worst decisions. Yeah, this feels like a paper devil. So it feels like something that is like, it's noticeably there, but it's not actually there. It's much more a mindset versus an actual physical manifestation. Yeah, oh, I feel that. Oh, I feel that. I definitely feel that. And it's hard to get out of the depressive episodes because, whew, boy. Once you get pulled down in, oh yeah. I am really loving this particular overlay setup. This is so cute. Yo, right? And I'm loving reading it. Absolutely. Oh, you are preaching to the choir, my dear. You are so preaching to the choir. Oh my god. I just want to find the person or people who are actually meant for me. And I am so tired of being met with people who are in relationships who are not available to be in, you know, polyamorous type settings, or meeting people who are like across the country who would have been like a perfect fit otherwise, but neither one of us has the ability to move or wants to like truly move for somebody we don't know. Or I find somebody who seems great at first and then becomes an absolute shitheel, so yeah. Oh, yay. Heck yeah. Definitely, yeah. Get into the headspace. Get into the wonderful headspace. I mean, I think more festivals should have ways for people to like remote view or remote watch the festivities. I think there's a lot that could be done there, especially as a social third space. Oh, so spicy. Whew. Actually, I'm gonna grab myself a milk tea, because I can never be without some sort of... The man burn and the temple burn are the big parts. Ooh. Ooh. Right? And that's my whole thing, is like, you could actually, you know, reduce ticket prices if you sold inexpensive online prices. And then, like, you could even possibly create a job position for, you know, somebody to go around, like, wearing a tablet or a GoPro or some sort of, you know, streaming device, so you could also feel like you're at crowd level with a lot of things and have them wander through certain places, and that would be just, you know, fantastic. Heck yeah. Accessibility is key. Ooh. Okay, this is good. So I am drinking a Digimon Cravy honeydew milk tea. It is super tasty. Lightly sweet, lightly melon, but like not overwhelming. It almost tastes like melon milk, kind of like banana milk, but melon flavored. Which that sounds wrong, sort of. The problem with doing a live is the crowd is letting people be anonymous who are actually in attendance. Oh. Fair. Darn. Like, I don't know if they have like face blurring technology that works currently. Yeah, that would not be good. I mean, hopefully, you know, it can be done in other capacities. But yeah, okay, I feel you on that one. Yeah, that was last year. Not only did they get hit by a very heavy rainstorm, the playa, which this is one of the reasons I'm not a total fan of Burning Man. The playa is clay and silt and soil, like not even soil. It's sediment, so it turns into a very sticky kind of like clay mud. But upsetting the ecosystem there is very easy to do, and it is very hard to restore it. And last year, when everything went sideways, an absolute awful amount of stuff got left behind. Oh, thank you so much for, let's see, Seely Jane. How do you do, dear? Thank you for joining. So yeah, they left behind just an epic amount of trash, and they didn't go back to clean it up afterwards for quite some time, if at all, from what I hear, which that's not great. Alkaline sand and oh god, that's a nightmare. So if you don't know about alkaline stuff, alkaline will eat away at your skin. It can burn. It can burn. So you got to be careful with it. Alkaline is basic, not acidic. If anybody would like cards, they're only $5 a piece. There should be a couple of different methods to pay. Feel free to have at. I'm going to sit here and riffle and probably randomly turn cards. It's how it goes. Right? Oh, so they did have a resto team come in. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I adore resto teams, because they really do a lot to restore the balance as best they can. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I adore that. I do adore that. Because, yeah, like, you can't be too rough on certain ecosystems, especially because, like, desert ecosystems take forever to really get established, because it's such an arid place that, you know, it's very specialty plants, very specialty flora, fauna, bacterium, fungi, the whole thing. If that ecosystem, which is already very delicate, gets knocked off balance, it could take forever to, like, restore it. But when you have, like, restoration teams who actually go in and clean out the trash, all the things that were left behind that should not be there, it helps quite a bit, because your your ecosystem no longer has to compete with undue influence, as it were. Ooh, nice. I didn't know that they had regionals. That is so cool. Now, do you make like little gifties to take, or do you like buy stuff? Like I have never quite known the etiquette for Burning Man. Oh goodness, pardon. So sorry. Six of Wands. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Hangman reversed. Ooh. Devil, Four of Wands. Really? King of Wands. Five of Wands reversed. Knight of Cups. This is one kind of fucked up party. Everything's in reverse, kind of confrontational. A little too heavily on the vice. Getting your flowers. Not having to change your perspective. Making the party, basically. Maybe having few too many in the cup, though. Whichever one of those resonates with you more. Take those. Okay, so Emerald Hook says, I'm hoping to take gifts, but my gifts may just be volunteering at the event. Our local regional is here in Utah. Okay. And the regionals are generally less harsh environments. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's very good. I adore. Yay. I am glad that they are less harsh, because yeah, that playa, I've heard stories from it. I've never been there myself per se, but I have heard some stories about the playa. I mean, if anything is to be seen, I mean, last year's events and like the unfortunate loss of life and a lot of the stuff that went on there, like, just so be careful. Like, that's all I can say is when you're out and about in the wild, as it were, even when it's a like, it's not a forest, it's not a jungle, it's not like a densely packed kind of wilderness, but like, honestly, a less than densely packed wilderness can be just as treacherous as, say, like a jungle that has a lot of animals and a lot of plants and a lot of pitfalls, as it were. You know, deserts, tundras, grasslands can be incredibly fraught with danger. So always be careful. Take yourselves a good safety kit. Make sure you have some sort of a, I call them Leathermans, but they're basically a multi-use tool or a multi-purpose tool. Take a good one with you. Leatherman was the brand name that my parent always carried, so that's probably why I remember that particular name. But yes, be careful. Be ever so careful. How's everybody doing? Don't mind me. There we go. Hello. I am Sanguine Threads, aka In a Battery. If you know me from TikTok, hi. If you don't know me from Eve, hi. I am a lot of things. ADHD is one of those. Denture wearer is another. I'm only in my 40s. Yes, I've got my villain era gray, and I adore it. I had to have my teeth removed about 6 months ago. So many things just stacked up against my favor, as it were. Had everything removed. I wear dentures, and on those dentures, I often wear fangs. So if you see the fangs in, that's my more in a battery persona. When I'm just chill like this is much just me being me, Sanguine. And yes, Sanguine is the name that I prefer when I'm live streaming. And Sanguine rhymes with penguin. So it's a whole thing. So how's everybody doing out there? What's going on? What shall we talk about? I am a conversationalist amongst so many other things. Oh, okay, so I can't move those. So let's see. I might change this particular overlay to something else, only because I don't appreciate that these are all whited out without me knowing what the heck they are. Let's see. So over on YouTube, Celia Jane, or Celie Jane, is my newest subscriber. Hello, thank you so much. And I got new followings from X-Killer and from Sarah Bellis. Hello, welcome. I know some of you have followed me over from the Clock app, because they're pulling some shit right now. But it is what it is, and I needed to put my energy elsewhere anyway, so this gives me the kind of the boot in the butt to get that done. I have ADHD, so I need some sort of fidget, hence these, because I can shuffle cards and whatnot, and I don't have to stare down. I don't accidentally hyper-focus myself when I'm doing that, so yeah. Why is my phone off the hook? Oh. Nisa, did I get your card pulled for you? Because it literally just popped up that you put in for a card. I am so sorry that I did not see that sooner, and I don't know why that didn't pop up sooner. Did I get that card pull for you? Did I have a singular card pull? Oh, darling, honey, if you ever, especially if you ever pay me for something, by all means, go, hey, by the way, I sent the thing, can you? I know, I get chattering on and wandering around and whatnot. My goodness. No, always feel free to remind me. Again, ADHD, and I've got a million things going on in front of me, so it's a bit of a candy wonderland for my eyes at times. So, I am so sorry, darling. I'll get one pull for you. Oh! Well, I've been doing a few. Hey, if you relate to it, take it with, because that might just be the universe going, you know what? I got both of you sitting here. We're going to tell you some truths. Both of you need to hear. First therapy session today at the VA. Yay! Oh, I love that. I love hearing that a therapist is good, because there are some not great ones out there, and there are some really great ones out there. And then Remember, if you're a therapist, if you ever ask your therapist if they see a therapist, their answer should be yes. If your therapist doesn't see a therapist, like a grand therapist, then right, we stan a good therapist. Okay, we're gonna tilt this down. I'm gonna try not to show my feet, apparently. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Back in San Diego. Dig. That's a while ago. That's a bit of a while ago. Together. Hello, darlings. Welcome to our newcomers. How do you do? Feel free to come on in. Right now we're like doing a little bit of card reading. I'm a bit of a conversationalist, so you'll hear me chatter on. This is a salon, a third space, a place for you to just sit and relax and decompress and, you know, just chill, which is what a third space is supposed to help you do. We talk about everything and anything and sometimes nothing. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Two of Wands. Actively waiting for someone to help champion you for a new opportunity. Because for once you're going, no, I can't do this on my own. I need help. I need a front man, a wingman, somebody who can get the door open so that I can actually get through it. Because you've been trying to open a lot of your own doors. And just, you know, you use up all your energy getting that door open, so getting through it makes it more difficult because you're worn out by that time. And you're like, And you show up with like 20% of yourself versus like a full 100%. The Knight of Cups is bringing in new opportunities, getting those doors open. It's the agent. It's the person who greases the wheels ever so slightly in a non-greasy fashion, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Oh, heck yeah. No, being able to go through a therapist and, like, being able to relieve yourself of a lot of that stress, makes a huge difference. Yes! We stand asking for help. Hell yeah. It is one of the hardest things, especially if you've had to be independent. If you've like had to do that, especially for most of your life. But yeah, when you have to be independent, it becomes so damn difficult to ask for help. I often suffer from this particular issue. This is going to sound like the weirdest question. Does anybody know if I am allowed to show my feet on Twitch? Because it used to be a rule that you could not show bare feet on Twitch. Oh, thank you, God. Like, I just want to put my feet up because I've been standing for most of the day. Trying not to get tangled up in every last fucking... How many wires do I... Oh, I have all my wires there. I'm like, what the... Oh, I got literally all my wires right there. just, I'm going to hide the toes at the very least. But yeah, I just wanted to put my feet up a little bit. Right? Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sarabella says, I actually thought you said seat, not feet. Haha. And then Noelle is, it's hard admitting to yourself that you need help. Equally hard in actually seeking help and accepting the help. Oh my God, yes it is. It's difficult for so many reasons too. Like, part of it is a trust issue. Part of it is you don't want to be too cautious, but you don't want to be like an absolute rube and make yourself the target. So you second guess and question everybody's motivation for like showing up and or helping, which is, like, in the back of your head, you're like, that's not healthy. At the same point in time, if I let down all my guards, then that's when I get taken advantage of. No, not this time. Like, it's such a difficult place to be, and then, yeah, asking for help to get out of it is just a monumental task. That part. So much that part. So much that. So I have a degree of psychology. So the thing you have just said is so damn true. So Cerebellus, when you are able to intellectualize what is going on, but having difficulty stopping that behavior. Oh, don't worry, you're fine. You're fine. Honestly, your English is fantastic. It is well understandable. Noella said, my English is bad tonight. I went back and reread my comments. No, you're good. You're fine. Trust me. We have seen some of the bad English. We have seen bad English. So no, you're good. You're fine. Hell yeah. Vibe. Actually, give me 3 seconds. I will join you in the vibing. Ah, crap. I put myself in a bad... I'm smart. Lift the table. Don't try and scoop. Give me half a second. Oh, you're a substitute. Okay. What am I drinking tonight? Well, I am drinking currently this really wonderful little, what is it? Cravy honeydew milk tea. And it's absolutely fabulous. It's like, it's not overly sweet. It has a good amount of melon flavor without being like cloying. It is actually really tasty. Noelle says, I'm a substitute teacher and I'm always hard on myself. Lol. The kids have been on holidays for 2 months. Oh, and they go back to school on September the 3rd. No, darling, you were fantastic. I remember my tutoring days. Oh my fucking God. But yes, no, I remember my tutoring days, and holy hell, sometimes those children. You're like, can you please go back to school? Because this feels like daycare right now. Hey, Queen Athena, how do you do, my dear? I call it milk haul. A cup of milk mixed with a shot of coffee liqueur, cream de menthe, and a shot of Bacardi. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Oh my goodness gracious. That is like the most Irish coffee cream ever. Oh my goodness. Yes. Right. Milkahol. I love it. Next thing you know, it's what's the thing with the milk with the alcohol? Yeah, the drunk cow. The drunk cow. What's the drunk cow? Oh heck yes. Oh. Although I do love a good Bacardi rum. Especially their coconut rum. Yes, please and thank you. I don't know what it is about a coconut rum, but I can drink that stuff with a cola of some variety all day, every day. Like, oh, sounds fantastic. Fair. Aw, you're gonna go do cat things. I thought you were gonna be here. But I appreciate the cat swinging by. Yay! Give Loki a little pet for me. There are days that I worry his namesake is paying me visits. I sometimes wish I wasn't so daggum headblind and was able to just interact a little bit more directly with that kind of stuff. Feel like I've picked the fruit too early or too late. I feel like a fool because I'm always starting a new journey. Feel like I picked it too early, felt like I've been too impetuous. Feel like the fool. Even though to everybody else it appears I'm either the Empress or the High Priestess. Only a few people are trying to do a reverse Knight of Cups with me, but fuck them. Right, that part. And I'm like, I feel him flip through every now and again. But I felt really disconnected over the last, like, couple of weeks especially. Like, it has just been a lot of white noise. I think I'm mostly working with, like, Hecate. But, like, literally, the space that I'm in right now feels so stagnant on certain levels and cloistered. It doesn't feel right here. So I don't think I've been fully invested in, like, really, you know, making this space magic, as it were. Oh, good. Yeah. Pull from your deck, let me know. My birthday was on Monday, and I went out for lunch today with my significant other, and I tried this drink that incorporated raspberry twist vodka, peach vodka, lemon and lime juice, soda, Mixed berries. Oh, so yum. That sounds fantastic. Oh my goodness. Hello, Pink Moonfire. Aww. I love that. I absolutely adore that. Thank you, thank you. Give him a little pet for me. He's a good cat. Boy, that was a misfire in trying to shuffle. Heck yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. There's a place in Long Beach called the Wicked Wolf. Cute little bar. It's got like a little upstairs kind of sociable area that you can actually like host little parties at. And then they've got, like upstairs seating arrangement. They've got a cute little dark, dank, dive bar-esque feel downstairs. It's absolutely fantastic. It is one groovy little place. And they serve some of the best cocktails and mocktails, and they are just so wonderfully crafted. Hello, hello, hello to everybody who is joining us between YouTube and Twitch. We are doing a multi-stream, so hello, welcome, hope you are all doing well. I am Sanguine Threads, aka In a Battery. I am a bit of a conversationalist, but I also read tarot cards, amongst so many other things, and yeah, let me know if there is anything I can do for you. And if you're looking to get your cards read, I only do those live. And $5 per card. Whether that shows up in my Venmo, my Cash App, my Throne, my Coffee, or a few other places, all up to you. I will try and make sure that I have my links posted so people are able to find me a little bit easier around the web, and also find easy ways to do the transactions that they need to do on the appropriate sites. From my love is love. Deck. The star of the tower in death. Sorry, I'm finding the corresponding. The star. That's the tower. Ooh, lovers. Six of Swords, King of Swords. And I'm guessing that these are all right side up. So the lovers and the six. Okay. Six of Swords and Lovers is what I'm looking for. Inquisition. Mm-hmm. The Inquisition. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, there's the Six of Swords. Where's my Lover's card? Sorry, I have to go through these real quick. There we are. Lovers. There we go. Okay. So, we've got the Star, the Tower, and Death. The Lovers, Six of Swords, King of Swords. The Star is a rise of power for you. It's a narrowing of focus, and the focus should be you, which is the good thing. But yeah, it's also a concentration of power into a single point, is what I'm feeling. The rising, it's not even like a rising star; it's a shooting star, which it feels like there's a entendre in there. Not anything like lewd or anything, but like shooting star. I think has to do with the fact that you do photography. And you've been working on being the star for a really long time. I like the fact that you've focused more on yourself. Because, yeah, sometimes you don't do that. The Tower is just the breaking of stagnant strictures. Things that are so over micromanaged that it does not allow for organic growth. And that is leading into Death, which is the transitional card. Death is not always, oh my god, somebody's not alive anymore. No, death is more often than not, it's like, oh, okay, this is just a transition. It's a moving from one thing to the next. It's the, okay, I need to do a new thing. I need to transition from the old life to the new life. These two feel like they're slightly in opposition to each other because you're looking for a harmonious path that you can stick with, stay with, be on that path for a good long while. Ah, okay. Yeah, because that feels like where you want to be. Because it feels like a good fit. Feels like a good fit and you see it as a good fit. You're just also... You're being a little emo. Because my King of Swords in this particular deck is the emo card. I love him. I do. I truly do. But it's like, yeah. It's like you're having to take command, be that masculine energy, make those decisions. and whatnot. But of course, you're still worried about backlash or things not working out the way you truly need them to work out. There's that fear, that doubt, that kind of emo-ness that's going to follow you for a while. But with the Six of Swords, you can rise above. That's why this is here. But you do have to kind of remind yourself, okay, there's going to be a lot of things that are at me, getting under my skin, like, that are going to be just a pain in the ass, and all these things that I might have to deal with. It's like, nah. I mean, you're going to have to deal with some of this, yes, but, like, you know how to rise above it. You've risen above it before, whether that is, if you need to, take it to HR, or just kind of look at them and go, that's really, just stop doing that. Like, be a better person. So yeah, like, there's gonna be some trial and tribulation, but ultimately you rise above because you know that you're so much better than the people who are trying to cause you problems. But yeah, King of Swords. Keep doing therapy. Keep doing therapy. Therapy is going to help alleviate a lot of the stress that is there, but that is not necessarily relative or relevant to your life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, new environments could also very much stress you out. This feels like it's going to be person-based. And it doesn't feel like maliciously person-based, just maybe somebody who doesn't quite understand your process. So you might have to explain it to them, but it does not feel like it's coming from a malicious place. It just feels like you have two different ways of going about things. Well, yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Da da da. Da 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 da. Great. Am I going to have to watch Hamilton again? I did that once myself. Oh! Oh goodness. I live in Mormonville. I'm kind of afraid that this new job, if I get it, is going to be a major adjustment, not just for me, but for the people I'm working with to have a pagan in their midst. You know what? Just remind them to treat you as you treat others and how they would like to be treated, and you should all be fine. Like, the tenets aren't that different. And as long as you don't get a Bible thumper, I think you should be fine. Now, on the other hand, if you get somebody who cannot hold their tongue, I still have every faith that you'll rise above them. But, if you get one of those, handle it accordingly, but calmly. I mean, I've gone on some pretty famous tirades over on the Clock app when I get into religious discussions. So, yeah. Oh, that's good. So the energy of the first interview was tense for me, but the second interview last week felt a lot more positive. Oh, that's fantastic. Hello, princess. I hope you are having a good day today, though, Queen Athena. I suddenly want to do my fingernails. Actually, I'm going to. Because why not? Been putting a lot of energy into working with Hades and Persephone lately. They're the two that consistently paid for job, prosperity, and money. Oh. I wish I didn't feel so damn disconnected, because I know I'm supposed to be working a bit more with Hecate. Like, right now, I either need the deities to be way more clear about some shit, or I need them to be like, I need them to come through. At this point, I just need them to come through. Like, in ways that I can work with. For me personally, Persephone and Hades just never quite resonated. But, like, multifaceted gods and goddesses do tend to resonate. Which might actually explain some of the ones that occasionally wander by. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you for being the community that I knew that I built over on TikTok, which was a supportive one for everybody involved. Even when people come in being a little bit bossy crabby. Honestly, if I could just win a small lottery, so I could just not worry about finances for a couple of years, that'd be fantastic. Oh. And our weather has just been hot and incredibly sunny, and my vampiric ass... Yeah. Enough said right there. That, and I just, like, I have felt so freaking, like, exhausted. Even when I sleep a good solid, 4 to 8 hours, I've just felt so fucking exhausted. I miss having that resonating connection. Because I feel like, I know I'm supposed to currently be in, like, a matron, like a mother era, but, like, I am feeling like I am migrating towards a crone era, and just, I have not felt like I have been doing my due diligence, because I am just too fucking tired all the time. Sorry, I don't know how I twisted that back towards myself. That's not what I meant to do. So do we have all pagans in here, or do we have, like, pagans and, other denominations? Atheists, that's what I was thinking. Pagans, atheists, you know, or are we homogenous or very diverse? Because I know that I've had a very, very diverse following pretty much from the get-go, which has been wild to me at times. Yay! Heck yeah. I love that. So if you can get this new job, you can start saving towards the anniversary party that you're planning next year for Burning Man. Oh, that's so sweet. That's lovely. Gotta let this for a bit. Sleepy Sheep. Hello. How do you do? Spiritual, I do, so Sleepy Sheep says, spiritual, I do some herbalism and some homeopathic healing, mostly spiritual. Heck yeah! Well, I think you were raised a Bible thumper, my dear Pink Moonfire. You might be a Christian witch. That could be the other thing. Like, yes, Christians can have witches. It's a whole thing. But basically, you know, find where your energy, where your spirituality centers itself, and just kind of go from there. Oh, party is 2 years from now. Oh, 2026. Oh, I'm sorry. My brain, oh, do not ask. My brain went, oh yeah, next year. And then completely skipped over 2025. 2026, 2 years. Ah, okay. And then you want to attend Burning Man next year. Got it. Big energy and healing. I feel that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So Sleepy Sheep says, was Christian lean more towards less restrictive and self-serving beliefs? Nice. Yeah, I used to be evangelical Christian myself for about 20 years, roughly. And yeah, no, walked into an esoteric shop like in my late teens, early 20s, and felt like I'd just taken a big breath of fresh air. And I'm like, oh, I think I know where this is supposed to go. I'm supposed to be here. You're welcome. You should be looking at your qualifications. Yeah, heck yeah. What about me? So I do witchcraft. I lean towards very spiritual. With my feet weirdly still very firmly planted in science as well. Because I'm like, sometimes the short answer is the best answer, and sometimes the short answer is the scientific answer. So, like, science definitely has its place. Other times I'm like, look, there's just too much shit that is too coincidental, and I'm just saying. You know, plus sometimes I feel things, and my intuition has been too strong and too right on so many occasions for me to just go, that's just comedy. It's just coincidence. I'm like, oh no, I was so spot on. That frightened me. So, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, part of that is probably the ADHD. But also, yeah, I'm really drawn to candles, cooking, art, and fire. Run with it. What's your belief? Well, I believe that there are deities, there are entities. I don't think any of them actually are omniscient or omnipotent. Sorry, I know it's omnipotent, but I like pissing people off sometimes. But yeah, like, I think they help us occasionally. I think they more or less watch us like they watch TV. Or like we watch TV, I should say. But yeah, like, there are influences in the world. There's definitely push and pull. There are ways to affect, you know, outcomes and energies and whatnot. I do like a lot of candle magic myself. But yeah, like, for the most part, I also very much live by some Christian tenets, which are like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And, like, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick is like pretty much my first and foremost. And then, like, but if you're going to be a dick, remember, you started it. Because I will have a lot of patience, and at a certain point, you've used up all of that patience, and I gotta switch tack, but you know how it is. Oh yeah, definitely a free-thinking pagan type. Most definitely. Most freaking definitely. And no, you have not been hogging the chat at all, Sleepy Sheep. Right! Emerald Hook. I love walking into New Age shops. Walking in, the energy is so incredible. 1,000% that. Like, most times you walk into a New Age shop and it feels really, really good. I think I only walked into, like, one shop that I'm just like, because I was expecting to feel more when I walked in, and I didn't. And I was like, something's not quite right here. And of course, the French palm-colored woman behind the counter in the Native American metaphysical shop. I don't know what it was, but there was something about her vibe, I think, that was throwing off the rest of the store, oddly enough. Oh yeah, like way less restrictive. For the most part, I'm like pretty much live and let live, unless you are trying to like actively harm other people with things like legislation and so forth. The law? I would like to find some like practitioners who work with the law to see if I am also supposed to be working with them, because I do not want to assume just because I am half African via ancestry, I don't want to assume that I just I can work with them because they're my people. No, because I have seen what they can do when you piss them off. On TikTok, there was somebody who basically called on a Lawa of the water, a water deity. Who those are well known for being temperamental. But yeah, they called on this water deity and tried to get bossy, and then they were found in their bathtub with what should have been a very manageable amount of water to sit up in, and instead they had drowned. Same thing, another person decided that they were going to mess with Baron Samedi, who is a god of death or a deity of the underrealms in a lot of lore. And yeah, they had a very bad go of it, and again ended up not alive. So I'm like, yep, no thank you. I'm not inviting that kind of fuckery to happen. Thanks, but no. Ooh, nice. So, Sleepy Sheep, do you practice with moon? I made moon water and cleansed clear quartz. So I work mostly with candle and herb magic. Sometimes I will work some kitchen magic. I will occasionally work with the moon. Unfortunately, where I am currently, the moon is often blocked from my view. I'm hoping that I get to move to someplace where I am a little bit more, where the environment encourages me to be outside a little bit more often. Oh, very much so. Those are good tenets to have right there. My rules. Emerald Hook says, be respectful of all gods. Do not appropriate or practice in closed circles, which are closed practices. And then don't be a dick. I'm like, yep, all of those. All of those sound very, very smart. Sounds like what you're supposed to do. Let's see, I think. There we go. There we go. Try making that a little bit bigger for myself. Pretty much. Pretty much. Every time you make food. Kitchen magic. Ta-da! Sorry, actually moving that out of the way. So there's that first coat. Now to put on the second. That was China Glaze. And it's like the nude color that they have. That part. Because, like, Palo Santo, like, both White Sage and Palo Santo are not only from closed practices quite often, they were so over-farmed, as it were, by palm-colored practitioners trying to get a fast buck in, that they almost became, or actually they did become endangered in their native habitats. So now they each have very strict collecting guides and guidelines. Although, you know, I know people still poach, which is why you should always ask if these are ethically sourced. If it's, especially if it's like white sage. You can also ask them, is this white sage or is this like a different type of sage? Because, yeah, white sage is supposed to be Native American only. But now at least they're getting smarter and doing different type of bundles for smudging. Do, do, do. Emerald Hook. I was at a craft fair last month where a white woman was selling dream catchers that she had made. Oh, Jesus, fuck. I asked if she had learned from a native or indigenous person, and she said no, she just learned it from YouTube. Fuck a duck. I will not buy anything from her. Thank you. I didn't make a big stink about it. I was just not pleased. Yeah, no, 100% that. 1,000% that. Because what I didn't realize before going to a Native American powwow is that a dream catcher doesn't catch it doesn't catch good dreams per se. It catches nightmares and keeps you safe at night. And you're not supposed to put the thing above your bed. Like, there are some rules, and these were rules that, of course, a lot of us did not learn if we didn't learn it from, you know, a Native American community. Oh, come on now. Freaking LA colors. I was raised and baptized as a Christian. I know a lot of people who are Bible bangers and who will talk crap about those practice witchcraft.
When they start spewing venom from their mouths, I immediately disengage. I refuse to judge people, and I appreciate the diversity that exists in society. Nice. Yeah, no, when I was raised evangelical Christian, and I read the Bible twice. So I have a decently learned knowledge base of the Bible, and I will sit there and pick every last part of their argument apart because I knew that I was well on my way to being one of those people for a while, and then just certain things weren't adding up because certain people were not following the book. And I was like, hey, why aren't you following the book? Didn't you tell us the book is the important part? That we gotta learn the book, we gotta know the book. The book is gonna tell us how to do the best for, you know, bringing glory to where it belongs, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, so, if you're a woman in public proselytizing, do you know what the Bible says about that? Because I can tell you real quick, Saul, aka Paul, that was not allowed. In fact, you could get stoned to death for that shit, so... So yeah, like, I will go toe-to-toe with them, because I'm like, no, 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 that is not the book, and you are not about to sit there and simply use that book as a tool to bludgeon somebody. I refuse. Emerald Hook. I was gifted a dream catcher by my parents when I was a child, but they at least bought it from a native in New Mexico when we were on a family trip. Yay! I applaud that. I honestly do, because a lot of times they work so hard on those beautiful pieces of art, and a lot of times it is a revenue stream for them so that they can afford the basics. I truly appreciate that your parents did that. Sleepy Sheep, I appreciate indigenous customs so much, so beautiful, and we are lucky to learn from each other for those who want to share their beliefs. Absolutely. 1,000%. You are 1,000% correct. Pardon as I will swivel you back up to here. Pardon the creaky. I'm going to be reading over here, so don't mind if my face is a little off center. You're preaching, pun intended. Yes, I always appreciate the indigenous friends include me in their powers. Yes! Oh my god, I love when people who are from very much different cultures than myself invite me to go along, and I'm like, look, I'm not being like quiet or shy or anything. I am literally just observing. So if you see me like being quiet and kind of over in a corner, it's not because I'm uncomfortable, and it's not because I am trying to separate myself from the group. It's because I actually want to see and observe, especially the interactions between, you know, people, and then also between, you know, possible, my brain is giving me two things. It's giving me reliquary, which is like a religious relic, but I also wanted to say papacy, but I don't mean Catholics. But you know what I mean. Like, I want to see how people interact with the figureheads or the figures of interest in said festivals or practices and whatnot. Because the last thing I want to do is go up and, hey, how you doing? Like, stick out my hand to, like, somebody who's supposed to represent a deity. Because that is usually frowned upon. But, you know, like, if I'm sitting back, I'm literally observing so that I don't make myself as one of those, you know, the ignorant ones who are like, I'm just going to charge in and that's going to be fine. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm going to try not to offend people from the get-go, because this is their religion or their practices, and they've put a lot into it, and some people have sacrificed a lot for it. So, you know, I want to make sure that I'm paying it correct respect. A 100%. And now, of course, if they're like, no, you got to come in and you got to participate, I'm like, well, okay, but you're going to have to explain it to me on the fly, because you say dance and you think this is going to be at all coordinated, no. 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 I was taught to hate rhythmic movement in my soul from a very young age. I slowly got over it, but still. I don't think throwing your ass in some random shapes at a powwow would necessarily pass as dancing. Emerald Hook. I came to the understanding that I might have Ute ancestry recently. So I feel righteous indignation against colonialism and am a strong proponent of reparations and such. Fuck yeah. And reparations aren't just, oh, we cut you a check and give it to you. Like, trying to explain reparations to people sometimes can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I want to learn more about the culture, but I don't feel I can claim to be a part of it because I'm at least 80 to 90% palm colored. I cannot tell you, I can't tell you how to do, how to feel, how to anything like that. The only tiny thing that I can say from that is I am so glad that you found that you may have ancestry there and that you're willing to put in the time and effort to actually learn about it, because you know that there are some people out there who've got the same percentages like you do, who were raised in a very community their entire lives, and then they're like, oh, but no, I always felt really, like pulled to it, and look, I'm just gonna put on this war bonnet, and you're like, no! Firstly, no! I'm not even native and I know not to do that. Like, what the fuck? So, like, the fact that you're actually taking time to understand the depth of it, the seriousness of it, the culture that goes behind it, you're miles ahead, and I absolutely salute your journey. Like, oh man, the amount of people sometimes who are just, I don't know why they get so mad at it. Like my culture had chin lines. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Scandinavians, like the Norsemen, the blonde Norsemen, the Vikings, which was a profession, not a people. The Vikings didn't. There is not much, if any, evidence for lined work facial markings, and facial markings are definitely something that were oft denoted in art of whichever cultures they come from. Quite often, art that is deeply ingrained with the culture is noted in their artworks. So art that goes on the body is also going to be represented in other fashions and ways to be passed on. So the Vikings or the Norse who do like the chin lines as makeup, that's the part that I find wild. Is it's like you say it's part of your culture, your heritage as a Viking. Don't even get me started on that part. But like, you are saying that this is part of your culture, but like those lines, those markings, like what is it? The Maori moko, the facial markings and whatnot, those are earned. You don't just have a wild week, oh my god, yes, Fjord, let's go with Hans and Soren and like I can get some tats, that's gonna be so cool. Like, no, you had to earn those marks. There was a reason those marks were put on you. So like to put them on as makeup is like, that is wild, because I'm like, wow, no, no, that's highly disrespectful. Cause like face paint, I'll give you that somewhat. But like when you're demarking like particular tribal lines, yeah. Emerald Hook. Good gods, I see so many of those people on the clock app. Yup. Who use the filters. Norse makeup did not have chin lines. Ugh, I hate it so much. I'm with you. I'm with you. And like they especially didn't use those chin lines as just beautification. Like they were there for a reason. The markings were there for a reason. And quite often those marks were either permanently tatted or they were cut into skin. So like we're talking, there were several tribes who did this, including I believe it was the Ainu tribes in Japan before the Japanese went on an absolute bender and either absorbed them or all of them as hard and fast as they could. But yeah, like there was apparently a practice of making small incisions around the mouth, like just little tiny fine cuts, and then putting black charcoal over that. And when it healed, it created this beautiful Junji Ito-esque, you know how he has that fine line work? But like that very fine line work, creating like almost lips or like a black mark pattern around the mouth. And it was very specific to those tribes. So it's like the amount of pain that these tribes that did, especially the ones that did facial tattoos, would go through. Not only earning them, but placing them. Like, you cannot do that as makeup. It is disrespectful to the heritage. Noelle, I saw an individual with a tribal tattoo that went from the chin up to and below, from the chin up just below the bottom lip. Oh. So it didn't even... Wait, they did a tribal across their chin? Oh, Inuit. Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. So yes, so the Inuit, the Inuit have those marking lines, as do the Sami people, who are also in that Arctic Circle area. They just happen to be more towards the Russian side, whereas the Inuit tribes are more on the Canada, United States of America side, because, Alaska. But yeah, like the Sami people, the Inuits, there's a few other native tribes, and I'm drawing a blank, but it was very few, and that chin line specifically, those were like mostly, I believe, northern Native American. When I say Native Americans, I mean it's not just America, it also, spreads, but Arctic Circle inhabitants. I think, and there was, like, here's the weird thing. This is the part that, like, is making me sad, because I'm learning it now. We apparently used to have massive trade routes between North America, South America, and over into, like, Greenland, Scandinavia, Norway, those areas. They just more recently found it wasn't quite a settlement, it was more like a trading post or a fort, where Native Americans and Norsemen, or people of the Norse ancestry, lived and traded together, and when they were buried, they were often apparently buried very much in the traditions of their people, or as close to it, or they were buried like a native person who lived there. So, like, if a Native American person made good friends with the Norsemen and happened to be over, you know, doing stuff with Norsemen, like trading or you know, having festivities and whatnot, like, if somebody accidentally passed away, or if somebody just passed away because of an illness or old age or whatever, they would, like, bury them like one of their own. And, like, they are actually starting to research the stuff that they are finding in graves. And they are finding goods that have been traded for, like, thousands of miles away. Things that would have taken years, possibly even a lifetime, to go from one area to the next. So they would usually get passed down for a while. So, like, yeah, they're like, oh, this is glass you would only find in, like, Greece or Rome, but it's over here in the Native Americans. Or, it's over here in, like, Africa. The amount of times and people that sleep on Africa as being a incredible tour de force when it comes to resources, richness, wealth. Oh my god, did I just have a Mansa Musa moment. For Noel. It was straight up from the chin to her mouth. I had asked them about it, as it piqued my interest, and they explained it to me, the meaning of it. But it was so long ago, I don't remember what they said. It's simply, that's fair. That's fair. I just had God, I hope this is not just... I'm not that altered. No, I'm definitely not that altered. Okay, so Africa was an incredibly rich continent. I'm not even going to say country, because they had so many different countries and city-states and tribes and everything was going on there. Anyways, Mansa Musa was the richest person in all of history, I believe, pretty much to this date. And he had real wealth. And when I say real wealth, he set a gold standard. Quite literally. And when he traveled, he went from Africa up into the Mediterranean, Rome, and pretty much everywhere he went, he paid for everything with ridiculous sums of cash. Ridiculous sums of gold. Like, so much gold, he crashed gold economies. Mostly because gold is used by the elite to show that they have more power than you and more wealth than you. And all I could suddenly think is this man brought so much gold to the Mediterranean and Europe that he was not only able to tank their economies, but he damn near obliterated the class structure, because he wasn't just paying, oh, I'm paying the royal baker to, bake loaves for my entourage of like 1,000 people. He paid regular people, and he made sure to pay them very well, because that kind of generosity was very much encouraged in a lot of African cultures. My brain suddenly went, if he's giving out all this frickin' gold, could he be the reason that Europeans became so fucking gold hungry because they were chasing his impossible standard of being able to be that wealthy and literally give it away and not have a single care about it? Is he the reason Europeans started plundering Africa for resources? I don't know whether to be sad or really fucking upset right now with what I came up in my own head. Very much. Very much. Like, and he wasn't just rich to be rich. Like, he was rich because they had those resources. And literally he crashed economies everywhere he went. But, like, he never did it maliciously. And he never did it with the, oh my god, it's my last 2 gold coins. He's like, no, we got more, go for it. Emerald Hook. I'm reminded of the movie Pocahontas. When they asked the natives about gold, they pulled out corn and corn cakes. Right? Right? Like, the amount of gold found in Africa, the amount of precious metals found in Africa, the amount of minerals and ore found in Africa is astronomical. If we were to take just raw geological wealth, things that you could pull up, oil, gold, silver, you know, all of the, like, the mineral resource type wealth. Africa is literally the richest country on earth, raw material wise. But it has been repeatedly and utterly destabilized for the last, I'm going to say, 500 plus years, 600 plus years. By European invaders and colonizers. How much further ahead would they be, or would the entire world be, honestly? How much further ahead would we be if colonizers had not stolen the vast majority of Africa's wealth, both as physical raw resource and people? Yeah, okay, I was like, yes, that made, the sentence made sense. Okay. But yeah, like, that's astronomical when you think about it. Because here's the thing, in the Americas, they couldn't figure out how to grow rice. They were on the verge of starving to death, and they brought in Africans, and because Africans knew how to grow the rice, and they moved a monumental amount of literal ground until they had actual workable rice paddies. Damn. It's one of those moments. It's a shower moment. It's like when you have that realization of how much got taken. How far we could have gotten ahead. Like, even if they had just, like, waited one more year to come start collecting people. If they had waited one more year, they might not have even existed. Because that's how bad food production was growing. And the Native Americans were refusing to teach them jack shit, which was smart. To say the least, that was the smartest thing they could do. It was the only thing they could do at that point. Fuck. Sorry, I'm having thought processes. Welcome to my ADHD, I guess. How's everybody doing? That could be a whole lot colder. There we go. See, no, I should probably head out in about 10-15 minutes myself. So let's see. Today is Wednesday. I think I'll be back tomorrow and Friday. About the same time, so about roughly 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock over here. Sometimes it's hard for me to schedule because I'm never quite sure when I'm going to be done with paperwork and some of the other shit that I've been working on, but yeah, I'll be over here. I'll try to make sure that I've got my links set up the way they should be, and I wonder if there's a way to like add a button or a toggle or something that people could click on that would take them like to a link tree or something to that effect. Ooh, yes. Heck yes. Oh. So, we have an Asian market about 30 kilometers from where I live, and I think I'm gonna check it out tomorrow when I go. Heck yeah, do it. Do it. They got some good shit there. They got the good shit there. Making rubber band bracelets, listening to you in the background. Woo! I love it. I love it. I like when people can just like sit and relax and craft and whatnot. I cannot wait till I have several hundred followers here on, you know, on this platform on Twitch, like sitting, chilling, vibing, doing the thing, doing the thing. Oh, that's right. I think I have the calendar function on here. So if I can, I will set up the calendar so people will actually know where I'm gonna be. So, other than that, honestly, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Kimchi is a beautiful thing. It goes on most everything. It has a little bit of funk and a little bit of sour to it, which adds a lot of depth and flavor. Adding just a touch of seafood to anything can bring out like a whole new flavor profile. And weirdly enough, seafood and cheese go together rather well. Is wild, but I absolutely adore it. Oh yes, no, it'll be a calendar to when I'm going to be here streaming. That's a funny thing. It's like if TikTok hadn't fucked up so bad, they'd be getting all this effort from me because I had actually started putting in multi-weeks worth of calendar dates for streaming events and all this other kind of stuff. Like I was really putting in the effort to do that, and they foobarred the entire thing. So, yeah. How long are my streams? They tend to be between 2 and 4 hours, roughly. I'm trying not to overstress myself too much, but I do know that I need to, of course, build a platform here and a few other places, especially when it comes to liking to do spicy work as well. I need to make sure that I'm constantly growing all the different kinds of audiences, but also giving the caveats of, hey, in this space, this is how we act. If you need to act a different way, meet me over on those. That's more acceptable. That's fine. But yeah, we're not going to be untoward into people who are not ready for it. Okay. So I'm not new to this. I'm not new to streaming on Twitch per se. I just took an inordinately long amount of time off because I was going through some shit. And I'm just getting back into streaming, and I'm using Streamlabs. So I have to kind of learn a little bit of code. Technology often confounds me. So I have to read up and I have to, you know, adjust little things here and there, but I will get that functional eventually. Fuck. Hello and welcome. How's everybody doing? But yeah, I think if nothing else, maybe I'll be able to get a few things modified tonight for a link tree and possibly get that link tree set up just so people can find their way over here. But yeah, like I don't even know how much longer I'm going to have that account, because if you saw my earlier cast when I was on TikTok, I explained it. Or if you go to my playlist or my my page, you can see at least a couple things up there. But basically, they're letting a group like harass and mass report, and they're just taking down my videos that have literally no reason to be a violation. They're just saying there's a violation here, and usually it's like sexual content and services, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, no. Fuck TikTok. Fuck TikTok. Literally, I wear, you know, slightly lower than this, slightly more high cut. I play a character named Inabathri, an elder vampire of quite some note. So she's slightly spicy, slightly sexy, and whatnot, but never something that would fall outside of, like, guidelines. And, apparently there's a group that absolutely freaking hates me as a person, my existence. They're just like, I don't know, I just don't want them, they're creepy, they're weird, I don't know, they're just doing too much. I'm like, oh my god, I'm weird, then fucking block me. But apparently they love to hate watch me and report my content. And like, how are you going to love to hate watch someone and then report their content so that you can no longer hate watch them? Like, what kind of mental gymnastics are we doing here? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's very much akin to cosplay. Very much akin to cosplay. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck? And so a bunch of my stuff got taken down, that, you know, being called, you know, that it was violating guidelines. None of it was. And, like, they banned my account for 5 days. And I just got control of my account back, like, yesterday. And between, like, yesterday evening... No, I'm sorry, day before. So 2 days ago. Whatever. Between that time and current, over a dozen more of my videos have been taken down and smacked with content violations. And they're not even letting me appeal them, and none of them were untowarded. So, like, it's fucking wild that this is the shit I'm having to put up with. Like, yeah, and like, fine, have a snark page. Snark is fine, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. It's the ones that are trying to, like, dox me. Like, apparently somebody's out there trying to reveal my real name. Dude, the only reason I don't go by my real name is because I fucking hate it. Because there's a lot of bad blood behind it. So, right? And, like, so yeah, like, just, I've built a following of roughly a little over 19,000 people. I know if you were to take out the bots, it would probably be closer to like 12,000 or something like that. I'm fine by that. Because I'd much rather have a small, well-knit community who is supportive, and who actually like each other and treat each other well, rather than, oh my god, I've got 10 million followers and they're all raging assholes. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to sacrifice my integrity for my career, and I don't want to sacrifice the integrity of my community for some extra numbers. It doesn't work well in my head. Like, I know, but also at the same point in time, like, they're doing it because they want to fuck with my ability to be able to financially care for myself. Like, they get off on ruining people because they are miserable individuals. And with TikTok, it is so fucking easy for them to do that, because TikTok is looking for any way that they can grab your original content and not have to pay you for it. I will be blunt and very fucking honest about that, because that is what they have been doing. Hell, I've got scam accounts of me over there, like, numbering almost in the dozens. And it takes me literally duking it out with TikTok legal department, going, hey, they're using literally my logo and my name. Like, they're using the Sanguine Threads name with a slight derivation here or there, literally using my bio. Like, what the fuck, my dudes? Why are you not on top of this more? Because it's so rampant over there, I'd almost say that the scam accounts outnumber the actual people on TikTok. I'm considered a small creator. I'm honestly considered a small creator over there, because I've only got about 19,000. Whereas, like, the big creators there, that's like 100,000 plus. That would be considered like a big creator. But yeah, like, I would love to have those numbers over here. Honestly, I would love to have those numbers over here. Because even if, say, 10% of people subscribed over here, you know, say I got to that 20,000 level and, like, only 10% of them actually subscribed. I'm not even talking, like, gifting, donating, anything like that, but just subscribed. That would be, like, 6K, 7K a month. And that could make me so wonderfully financially stable and take so much anxiety off of my plate and allow me to actually make very good, refined content, because I'd actually have the money, the time, and the energy to do those things. But, you know, as it is, I'm constantly just this close to not existing, and that is not a threat against myself. I'm literally just talking about the instability of it all, because I have been looking for a job for the last year and just nothing has come through, and I'm at the point where I'm about to lose my damn mind. Yeah, no, I so want this to be my full-time job. I would love for this to be my full-time job. Okay, darling, get to bed. But no, I would absolutely adore this to be a full-time job for me. Because not only do I enjoy the conversation, fair enough, very, very fair enough. But yeah, like, that's my whole thing, is, like, I would love to be able to hold conversations, read cards, be actually able to afford to go out and take live streams with me to, like, restaurants or to experiences and whatnot. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I like the way you think. Yeah, like, how to explain? I kind of want to be a spicy Mr. Rogers. I don't want to exist in the sphere of just one thing. So, like, what was it? Sherry and Lamb Chop, or Captain Kangaroo, or Mr. Rogers. They're always going to be that children's entertainer. And I'm like, I don't want to entertain children. I don't want to be the well-loved one-trick pony. I want to have that freedom to be multifaceted and to at times be able to lean into the more risque stuff, especially. I'm actually far more comfortable in more risque clothing. I am also more at ease when I'm able to talk in entendre, as it were. And I know not everybody is going to understand that. But literally all I'm asking my haters, as it were, to do is, if you don't like me, just block me. That way I'm not on your algorithm, I'm not causing you frustration. Like, how hard is that to do? And why is it so hard if that is so hard? Okay, darling, get some rest. Have a good one. I think I'm feeling kind of tired myself, honestly. And it is 9 o'clock. I know, right? Yeah, no, you're right. I got trolls, not haters. Not even just haters. Yeah, I got trolls. Living up under that bridge. But yeah, okay. So, I will be back tomorrow, I want to say about 5 o'clock to roughly 8 o'clock. So, a good 3-hour span, roughly. Of course, reading cards, sitting, chatting, talking, doing all the kind of things. But I'm going to head off. I think I might go take a wander and just get a little electric lettuce and calm my shit down, because I'm a little bit stressed. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody showing up, getting signed up, doing all the things. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and keep my head up and keep doing what I'm doing, because that's what I enjoy. Have a good rest of the night. I know it's rough time, lasts a little bit, but look forward to tomorrow's live. I feel ya. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Thank you all. Have a lovely